Already quiet on the set.
Haven't even got on the set yet.
All right, Shroud, a little music, please.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's
and today
right.
we are joined by...
Hey, it's Shroud.
Yep.
Yeah, it would be nice if you said your name when they're Led Zepp instead of yep.
My name.
Too much fun.
That's busy.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
For the record, today is April 26, 2016 here in Shroud and Avatar. It is Tuesday, and we have a wipe coming up here on Thursday. Thursday. Another 2 days. The world gets
Shouldn't it be
wiped
Thursday?
out. Shouldn't it be
I
Thursday?
used an H there. Yeah, Thursday.
Thursday. That's what I said. Didn't I say that?
You said,
Thursday.
you said Thursday.
Or did I
You didn't say
actually,
Thursday.
slip and Americanize it?
Word.
yeah, you forgot the New York, and you went straight to Americana.
But we got some good stuff for you today. Of course, we got a couple stand-up corners. Did you see the latest stand-up corners? You'll get a good kick out of that, I'm sure. We'll get to that
Why
in just a
would
minute
I-
for everybody.
Why would I ever look at the stand-up corner?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, should I be displaying this on screen or something?
Not yet.
Where it said... Oops.
Go ahead.
Already displaying it. Well, let me know when you're ready.
Well, I guess I can get it up there real quick.
I mean, because that stand-up corner from Monday was pretty intense. I don't know if I'll be able to read that one.
Well, yeah, okay. That's the one I was talking about. Got a kick out of that. Chaos got a little humor out there now, and we appreciate the effort. But there we go, up on screen for the good folks out there. And of course, Monday's stand-up corner.
So Monday it was incoming transmission from the ether to be translated at a later time. Or actually, I should say ether,
The ether.
because that's ether.
Right. Crafty method teleporting in via his outhouse.
Oh, wait, I missed that on screen?
Yes, you did. Apparently he was...
See, he should time those things that way it doesn't happen while we're looking at the stand-up corner.
Well, I think we're
'Cause-
just a little early into the stand-up, just for giggles and grins today, but that don't matter.
Okay.
That
It doesn't
don't
matter. We got stuff we can talk about.
We got all sorts
We can
of
talk
stuff.
about a few articles out there that we can talk about.
Now, what do we want to start on? Do we want to just go ahead and knock the stand out while we're here? Of course, we got to say hello to our good folks and friends out there. Of course, Crafty just popping in. Carrie Death over here, hanging out on top of the piano with us. Led Zepp, we got a Kush Lady, Cintil, Kendrick Darrow. Some of our regulars hanging out. Of course, I want to mention we've got a new patron today. His name is
congratulations.
Black Watch donating a whole $1 a month. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
It helps keep the lights on.
It does. It helps keeps the stream going. Every little bit counts. But we got all sorts of interesting stuff. Still no QA out there for those of you folks waiting for any of the updates to see what's coming up next. No news on that front. And I know people are sitting here scratching their heads going, man, what's going on? Now, we got a bunch of other information that we're going to hit on today. So why don't we just go ahead and knock out the stand-up real quick. Well, not real quick, but, like we normally do.
So remember, today is Tuesday. So we're going to cover today's stand-up corner.
Right.
Today's stand-up. Yeah, we got plenty going into Thursday, so I'm not going to be concerned about it.
And we're crossing our fingers that tomorrow we actually have the patch notes.
I'm sure we'll have
Thursday.
the patch notes tomorrow.
Crossing our fingers. Crossing our fingers.
Yeah.
So,
And if not, there's still plenty of great stuff to talk about.
This is the stand-up from today, Tuesday, April 26th. Bob, over in the art department, we had Bob working on homes in the Reticle and Elad's Tower. Reticle.
Rectangle.
Yep. Fletcher was working on merchant outfits. Kevin was working on cloth bugs and the female avatar textures. Matt was working on... Oh, yeah, I did read bugs. Emotes and the Cobalt guns.
Oh.
Don't fix my inoperable Cobalt cannon.
Oh.
Oh, come on. No, please.
Well, they're going to give us a reason to have a recticle.
Rectangle, yeah. Good one, Les.
Give you the target.
Oh, my God.
Something to
Brown
aim
eye. Brown eye. Third eye.
Yeah. Reed was working on the crown and bugs.
Bug.
And the Brittany Walls optimization. Over in design, we had Dan working on bugs.
Bug.
And Playertown tracking and Playertown form updates. Finn was working on prefab bugs.
Bug.
And skills in the Unity Roadshow speaking. Keith was working on player runtowns and bugs.
Bug.
Our matey was working on the Crypt of the Avatar. And don't forget that the Crypt of the Avatar is going to be underneath Brittany. So if you have ever read the Blade of the Avatar novel,
Spoiler.
you would know that.
Spoiler.
How's that a spoiler?
Spoiler.
That's just telling you the location. It's not like nobody's
Spoiler.
not going to know that. Common knowledge after it's been put in an update somewhere. Sorcerer Steve was working on Brittany Polish and Bugs
Bug.
and Brittany Fields.
Brittany Fields. I know
That
her.
is one of the suburbs.
Sounds like
I know that chick. I met her down at the docks.
Oh, was it $5? And did she make you all that?
sounds like a porno star name, don't it?
Brittany
Did
Fields.
you plow her fields?
Bug.
Are you trying to preempt me here?
Go ahead.
So over in tech, Eric was working on bugs.
Bug.
There you go.
Jason was working on the offline save and load.
Ooh.
Wizard Smoke was working on bugs.
Bug.
And Socialists, one and only, was working on bugs.
Bug.
Tassel was working on the server setup in the Playertown form updates and expiration prep. Zach was working on the crafting user interface bugs.
Bug.
And user interface wrapping bugs.
Bug.
You blah. You blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
You blah.
Bug.
It sounds like Somebody's never had any practice. Rotating their thing.
You've had plenty of
Is that a
practice,
perform-
and we know that.
Is that a performance issue there?
Is that a performance
Led
enhancement
Zeppelin?
issue?
Yeah, I mean, do we have to talk about that?
Do you need to see your apothecary?
Yeah, I mean, do you need the little blue pill? Okay,
there's the
over in
oil
QA. Yeah, over in QA, James was working on the Release 29 player documentation and regression testing. Michael was working on the forums and regression and documentation review. The Attenwood was working on the sanity testing and regression and forums. Now, how many of you are confused whenever they say regression by what they mean?
Regression?
I'm confused.
I'm so confused.
Or even sanity testing. So, I'll help you with this procedure.
Explain, Lucy.
You got some
We'll do
splaining
some
to do.
splaining. So, someone fills out a bug, they go test it, then it's sent back to the developer that created the bug in the first place.
Bastard.
That developer then supposedly fixes it. Then it's sent back to QA for them to test. And does it pass? So that's where you end up with regression and sanity testing.
Sanity, yep.
Testing our sanity.
And regression. Yep.
That like past life?
But forums is them staring at weird stuff. Okay, you ready for the last group, the big boys, the production management and other group?
Production, management, and other.
Hey, because my name's been in that other group for something. Yeah, so Dippy Bird was working on the leads meeting and memory optimization and skill arc updates and servers. Hutch was working on bugs and optimizations. Lord British was working on the PAX debrief and playtesting and writing new bugs.
Bug. There you go, Zep. See? He's
Yeah,
finally
right.
writing the
Yeah.
bugs. He's got their addresses. He finally got the
Yeah,
addresses.
he has to
and
code
now
some
he's writing.
occasionally.
Get some bugs in the area.
Chaos was working on bugs
Bug.
and the database offer data and the asset data. And Darkstar was working on community direction and release 30 plan and leads meeting and emote direction. Dude, I need my roll the dice emote.
Roll the dice. Headbang.
You know what you really
Carlton.
want that for. He wants it. We know what it
The
is.
Star Long. Hey, what do we call that convoluted dance that Star Long is doing in that picture?
Pop. Look at Jack.
What are you talking about?
That explosion at the end of the roll of the dice there. That release. That unique release. The emote you have.
I need a nap now.
No nap for you.
Your sugar pills.
Oh, I'm eating a cookie right now, too.
Eating the cookies, got a hamburger waiting in the wings. Jeez, I'm telling you.
No, that was
Guys all
polished
set
off
over
before their show.
Pardon me?
And I did my blood work this morning, so I had to take that off as well. So, yeah, I got pricked.
I beg your pardon?
You heard him.
That's right.
You got pricked.
It's that
With
rectal goal. You gotta
with
watch
just
it.
the tip. That's right.
That's right.
No, no.
I am getting to that age where the doc says you need to bend over and cough.
So we got
Yeah,
some
well,
Gix popping in.
Uh-oh.
here. Oh, geez. Gix scared
Where's the
Schroeder right
trouble?
out of his seat there.
That reminds me of that
I was
joke
just ending that song.
where the doctor does that, what Jack says, and it says, "Oh, your ring's cold, Doc." Ring? Hell, that's my watch.
And Gix is going to be the actual developer that's responsible for some of those animations in game. So
That's right.
I have to ask him, where is my roll the dice emote?
Are you asking him that?
You want the fast release or the slow release?
I don't know. I mean, but
Two-handed release?
which direction do we want to take this? Yeah, exactly. I mean, because we need the nap after it. I mean, they did put the laying in beds and taking a nap into the game already.
Well, you know,
But,
we've always had the lie down emote, where you can just lie down and take a nap anywhere. You know, take a dirt nap right there on the floor.
Yeah, it looks like you're dead, though.
But moving right along, we got a lot of news to cover here coming up. Of course,
Yeah, we have a couple of articles that we need to talk about.
late night we got a little update out there, and this was an interesting one because this is what's the word I want to use? This wasn't really announced ahead of time. This just popped up out of nowhere on the radar here. And you have the telethon of the Avatar set up and ready to go?
I do not have that yet, but let me pull it up.
He's got to pull it.
That's I need to roll the dice as well. Okay. It is up on the screen. Now you just need to click the button. The Spring Festival of the Avatar Telethon.
Gary, you're too much because I ate pie. Because I ate pie. Because I ate pie. Because I ate pie.
My wife's husband likes pie.
Shut your pie hole. All right, Jack.
So-
Spring Festival of the Avatar Telethon. Can we get these names just a little bit longer, guys? Just a wee bit longer. A couple more syllables in there.
Yeah. Spring Festival of the Avatar Telethon rolls right off the tongue. And that is going to be a 10-hour Spring Festival of the Avatar of the Telethon from noon to 10 p.m. Central Time on May 2nd. And that also changes the expiration for the pledge expirations from 10:30 until the telethon is done, which is going to be at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Oops, and I clicked on that. I gotta sneeze.
I got the watchtower at my door, man.
Now, I thought I saw another scratch out on this where it was 10 a.m. the day
Oh,
of.
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
So
sorry.
let's just match notes here. Let me just pull that up on the other screen real quick and just see.
We are
because-
permanently expiring almost half of all pledges during the Spring 26 expiration event at 10:30, crossed out 10 Central's time, 10 p.m. Central time. So they struck out the 10:30 a.m. and changed it to the 10
we
p.m.
did get
to
that.
coincide with the telethon.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that did get updated.
And that
to
also
10
includes
PM
the-
there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That also includes the 15% bonus.
Correct. Also expiring at the end of the telethon.
Yeah,
And that's just
this
another
one
reminder.
definitely did sneak out. Yeah.
Is of course got to scroll down and see this convoluted dance with Chris covering his eyes and Star dancing in the background.
Yeah,
there.
it's the dude from
The Carlton.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah, the Carlton.
The Carlton.
Yeah.
It's a very bad
Yeah,
rendition of the Carlton, but I'm glad we got it on tape for
Yeah.
everyone to see.
It's all good. It's all good. I need my roll the dice emote before the Carlton makes it in game.
Now, of course, I love the new PG-13. Parents strongly cautioned.
What?
And then, of course, some material may be inappropriate for children under 13. And then in the fine print underneath that, it might get upgraded to rated R depending on the rate of pledges.
I think it's time for you to drop a specific button. It's on your thingy. It's near the bottom,
Beg your pardon.
and it says "lum." It's time to hit that button. On
The
your
rating
soundboard.
just
Okay,
went
you need
up.
to do the
Rating
last
just
one.
went up.
No. You need to do the last one. You You need to do the last one. I just did 3 shots, motherfucker. You do 1.
That's right. I just did 3 shots, motherfucker.
Yeah, look at it.
See, that's what you don't get for being in TeamSpeak with us as well.
Hey, you don't get all the sound effects. But yes, just for the lineup for what's going to be happening on this telethon, they've actually laid out the ground rules for us. So for every $2,500 spent in new money, Chris, Richard, Star, and or other developers that choose to participate will have a choice of one of the following: either a shot or a sip, dance, audience suggestions considered, or a verse of a song, also audience suggestions considered. That's how we got the Carlton last time. Was
Yeah. And in order to win
on that,
in order to win prizes, remember you must be present in the IRC server that is hosted on the
that's right. You
Shroud
must
of the
be
Avatar
president.
website, or you can use a IRC client to connect to Ultima Codex. So that just came out last night, so that will be interesting. And the funny thing is, there's the other telethon of the Avatar that's being done on that same day.
Well, now I'm
Which is
starting to
violations.
wonder whether they're going to be held in conjunction with each other, which is most likely what's going to happen. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll let you know a little bit more as we get a little closer here. I know it's only next week, but as the news rolls in, we will get it out to you folks and let you know what's going on. But moving right along, speaking of the expirations and all that, bring up time is running out. Again, we've been following this with you and for you, letting everybody know about it. And of course, as we got closer, we told you we would be bringing it to you day by day by day. We have 6 days left, folks, before the spring expirations, before the telethon, before all these pledges expire for good. And of course, the included 15%
Don't forget.
new cash bonus.
Yep. And the pledges that are expiring are the $55 Immortal Adventure, the Virtual Collector at $110, the Collector at, where is it, $165, Navigator and Developer, which are already expired, the Citizen, which remember is one of the most important ones because that is the first pledge with a village lot and a vendor, a tax-free vendor. So that one is probably going to be the most popular one that is sold until these pledges
I
all
know
expire.
A bunch of those got sold yesterday.
Yeah. Then the Knight and the Lord, and as well as the Baron all expire as well. So that will take out your, I think, is Baron a city lot?
Baron,
Yeah, tax-free city lot. Yeah.
Baron is a city, and it used to come with a row lot. Absolutely.
Yeah, but they killed the
secondary
multiple
lots.
plots.
And that was back in August at
long
the
time ago.
last summer's telethon expirations.
Yeah, so
So for those
We
of you
need-
fight, sorry, go ahead.
you go for it. Go for it.
So for those of you folks wondering about pledges, rewards, all that good stuff, as you hear us talking about it, you'll notice that we're talking about past expirations as well. This is not the first time that things have expired or expiring, but these will be the last expirations, getting in closer to the final wipe and launch closer to the end of this year. When these expire, they will no longer be available. So any of these goodies that you want, you may need, will not be available for pledge anymore, and you're going to have to go look elsewhere for them. So if you want to get in on the good stuff now, now's the time. You got 6 days left on these pledges, folks. I know I picked up two new citizen accounts last night. A couple new lot deals, a couple new vendors.
Yeah. That reminds me, I need to take something off the Shroud Marketplace.
Sold.
I will no longer. I will no longer be selling that city lot.
It's gone.
I thought you were talking about your wood.
No, the wood is still on
Wood's always
Jack's
for sale.
junk.
He's
Wood
got
is
wood
always for sale. It is. It has been polished by me personally, and it is 69 gold in game
It's been
off of
hand
Jack's
polished.
Junk
Don't
Vendor
forget
and
to
Hand
show 'em
polished.
that.
Heavily,
It's hand polished.
with vigor.
it's with vigor. Well,
What about the
if you
liquidation
notice,
sale?
we also we
that
also
is
have
every-
Gix that has decided to get inside of Mr. Mehoff. I don't know if you saw that or not, Ledge.
No, I didn't
Yeah,
notice
sure.
that he
Man.
intentionally
God
went
dang it.
inside Mr. Meoff. I just thought it was something that
Is it-
happened there.
Molestation. I'm calling it out. Animal
Yeah, so Mr.
control.
Yeah,
Your chest mimics eating the developers. Call
He
them
likes
off,
the tongue,
damn
I
it.
think. Get that tongue off there. Get that off his tongue. Would you?
Now, Gix likes to hang out here at the studio, I guess because we offer up ample seating and a place to relax during the day. He pops in here from
Yes.
time to time while he's doing work and hangs out and joins us, listens in on the show.
yes.
And, of course, we want to thank him for joining us here today. Oh,
That tongue got him right in the rectum.
I think
He broke
he
free.
finally figured out what was going there.
he broke
I
free.
like the panicky mode.
Rectical.
Just get that damn mimic and get a chain on him, will you?
Yeah,
Gonna send him over there to carry.
control that tongue.
So,
Control
Jack,
that
we
tongue.
got a couple articles that also came out recently here to touch on today. One of them, of course, from Massively Overpowered, and the other from MMORPG. All sorts of just great news coming out, but also a couple of interesting things to note. When we've got that, and then we've also got the Trump Elementary article.
Yeah, the Donald J. Trump elementary school.
You want to hit on that one?
Surprise.
You want to knock this article out of the way first?
The Donald J. Trump one.
Yes. Which
hold on,
story
let me
are you
click
going to
that.
have up on the screen so I can not get the right
I'm
one?
gonna
Gonna have the
I'm
Trump.
just gonna go with the USA Today.
Yes, that's the national
Article.
headlines.
Yeah. So
You're gonna
this
show
is actually related to the game.
Slightly.
that. Yeah.
Slightly.
Obscure way.
So the Austin's Robert E. Lee Elementary School voted last month to have the name changed, and they solicited input from the community about what to name it. The top name right now is the Donald Trump Elementary School. Also in that included list also is the Adolf Hitler School for Friendship and Tolerance, Kanye West Elementary, John Cena Elementary, because you don't see me.
Hey, the Adolf
B movie.
Hitler School for Friendship and Tolerance has got 8 nominations over Kanye West
Yeah.
Elementary with only 2 nominations
Yeah.
as of this writing.
And the John Cena.
Nominated for Trump.
Yeah, so there were 240 suggestions announced Friday
Is
with 45
Bruce
nominations.
Lee Elementary, Drew Brees Elementary.
Yeah. But the connection between this elementary school and Portalarium is the fact that the person that was championing the change of the elementary school from the Confederate General, Robert E. Lee, was none other than Starlong, the executive producer of Portalarium.
And that's not the way I read it.
Is that?
I
Yeah.
thought you said the guy who actually started this actually passed away.
No, I didn't say that. I said that Stars championed it, but the other article that I did reference earlier this morning includes the fact that Starlong offered to pay the school districts the change of the name school fee, so he would back that, and he would
There's a fee.
Star is
Well-
helping to back the proposed name change with offering to donate to the school, basically.
Yeah. He also.
What did he
he
want
also-
it named?
I don't know if Star wants to be
so-
blamed
well,
for this national controversy out there, being the guy who backed this and started this. So I just want to
Yeah.
clarify that
Yeah.
out there for everybody. Because
Yeah, it is very, very convoluted just because you have Robert E. Lee's personal politics. He was actually anti-slavery, but he did fight for the South, which was pro-slavery. So you end up with
There lies the
a
controversy.
misconception. Yeah, and since he fought for the South, that indirectly ties him to being pro-slavery, even though his personal politics were, I don't like slaves. But whether or not he owned slaves, I can't remember.
It's not that he didn't like slaves; he didn't like talking
No,
about them. I think, right?
He on a moral stance, he was actually against slavery.
Yeah, I didn't know that deep into history, but okay. So, what got the most nominations?
we don't know yet. Right now, Donald Trump is in the lead, from what I believe Jack
God!
said.
Yeah,
Star in favor of that.
I
Not
think
gonna pay for it still.
I think because there was actually a faction of parents of the elementary school students that were against the name change, you end up with an issue where they're going to throw out something that is just as bad, because a lot of people have compared Trump to Hitler. But yeah, but that takes us down a huge rabbit hole. But we should get back to game related. Did you want to go with the game news from MMORPG first,
I'm
or
loading
second?
up. Which one do I have loaded? I have Massively Overpower loaded. I'm waiting for MMO. It's loading right now.
I'm trying to find the MMORPG article.
I've got it right here.
Or would you like that inside of Discord? And speaking of Discord, remember, if you ever want to join us on air like Led Zepp, or listen in like Carrie Death to us live and not have to worry about anything else, you can actually do this by using the Discord app. In order to get to that, you can just go to nbnn.info. Thank you, lass. Love you, baby.
There's no delay.
Everybody else out there links so that they can
You
share.
do not have
along
the
with
30-second
us.
delay. Yes.
In case we say something inappropriate,
Okay.
right?
Well, there
Which
is
one
no
do you want
button,
first?
so I'm
Massively
not worried about
overpowered?
it. This is the MMORPG one, and then I'll get you the Massively Overpowered here in a second.
Well, I have the massively overpowered one. But which one do you want to go over first?
Let's go ahead with the MMORPG.
Okay.
Because we can save the Massively Overpowered if we get a little too in-depth on this one, because this is 2 pages worth of interesting conversation, as it may be. So why don't we just bring
Yes.
that up, and we'll let you hit the
Jack's gonna
highlights,
read it,
the high
right?
points, and we will go ahead and discuss these topics. Of course, the column title is Release 29, The Great Divide, and it's appropriately named, the article.
Well, what is the topic?
Yes.
Didn't I just say that?
Release 29.
The Great
I know.
Divide.
What's the
Led Zepp.
division?
Yeah,
is the topic.
yeah. Go figure it out. We've only talked about it last week.
You're not going to read it?
Okay. No, we're not.
Yes. Useless.
Remember, this is NBNN, where we interpret the news, so you don't have to.
That's
Okay,
right.
so go ahead and interpret it.
Okay, so
Interpret this, pal.
I want to smack. I want to just like restrict screen and smack somebody. Okay.
Kick.
Where's my roll the dice emote? Okay, so Red Thomas is a works for MMORPG. He is from San Antonio, so it is only an hour and a half drive for him to come interview the guys at Portalarium, and he's been doing this for once a month for several months now, and he releases an update right before the release about some of the things that are coming up. So Red Thomas is a huge fan of the project. He is paying attention to what's going on in Dev Plus. He is here with us in spirit, not physically. And so if we start looking at some of the things that are included in this release, that we're going to be introduced to 40 new scenes, including Brittany and the Crypt of the Avatar story-related scene. And we've already seen several pictures of Brittany in the weekend updates and a few other things. And imagine that, the Crypt of the Avatar, a scene featured in the Blade of the Avatar book, co-written by Tracy Hickman and Richard Garriott.
Spoiler.
That's not... Yes, something is in the book where dead things happen. Yes. So, huge city of Brittany. Remember, we have said it looks fantastic from the pictures, and it's got lots of roads.
Lots
it's not
and
like
lots
New York.
and lots of roads. Jack is happy. It's got roads. Build more roads. Make Jack happy.
Infrastructure.
Maybe I was a Roman in my past life. I like roads. Okay, so there are plenty of performance tweaks this pass, including new audio effects, several scenes that have received a bit of polish, and then that polish went underground as passages under residential areas were added, connecting various sewers in each region to each other. And connections between individual regions have been added. So that is something that we saw from last week's Update of the Avatar, which we talked about yesterday,
Yes.
with the Spindrift Bay connection. Which one was it? Where is it? Where was it?
Now don't
See, I've got
sweat
so
it.
many tabs open, I don't know where it's at. I forgot what it's called. Spindrift something or other. And then you also have to remember that release 29, there's going to be a wipe. This is the last scheduled wipe before final wipe. And this is where they're going to test the land grab system. And if you log into your account page and if you have a pledge that has a house deed, it will tell you your lot selection group. So this tells me that Starlong is a
Even Starlong's got to
Royal
wait.
Founder. He's got a Royal Founder account.
Slot selection
Royal
group
Founder,
3.
Lord of the Manor. Yeah, he's got the original Lord of the Manor pledge.
But this gives us
Gary.
a little bit more insight as to, of course, the lot selection sequence. We've got a PSA out there with the Hospitalers. Of course, telling you a little bit more about this, running on the radio as well as running on the on NBNN.
Yes.
It's going to be every 30 minutes in increments. So if you have pledge number, you're in selection number 2, the 2 slot, one ahead of Star, it'll be an hour into game before you can make a selection. At number 3 slot, Star would have to wait an hour and a half into the game in order for him to make a selection, and so on. Number 4 is 2 hours. Number 5 is 2.5 hours. So check out the updated information on that. There will be more information on that coming, I promise, because I've already seen it.
Yep.
I know
It
it's
also
coming.
gives Laz and myself plenty of time to stake out a lot and try to lay claim to it. Please don't claim this. I would like to claim this.
Don't claim my lot, please, sir.
Yes.
Moving right on.
Okay, so moving right along, we have.
Want to go to the Great Change, or we want to go to the Big Debate? We got a
The
lot of
Great
information
Change?
packed into this little article.
Well, the great change. Let's go ahead and discuss this because it's right here. The big change in this pass is a major reversal on how targeting works and is going to be noticeable in the extreme. Up to this point, players were required to hold down the right mouse button in order to mouse look, which made for sore hands after sessions of any length.
Now,
The
I
reason
wanna
they chose
stop
to
you
go
there,
with
because that's how I play, and I've never complained about that. That's how everybody's been playing. I don't know anybody who's complained about it. If anything, that's been one of the things that we've liked, was that we weren't actually spinning around, totally looking at something every time we moved our mouse. When we wanted to do it, we clicked on
Get the
and we
soapbox
did it.
out.
Isn't there a toggle for turning on mouse look?
I don't know.
Who knows? It's
I thought there was.
We don't know, because the system that was put into test,
No, I'm talking about the existing system.
no. It's not, as far as I know. If I
I'd
want-
like to be able to choose if I want it or not.
Is
Like
you know,
completely.
when we're sitting here on screen now, and I'm just
Yeah.
gonna bring that up. If I want to look, I just
And,
have to press a button.
Ix said that there is. He thinks it's the tab key.
No,
For
tab key
toggling
is
mouse
tab
look.
targeting.
No, that's tab targeting. That's not mouse look.
But I don't see
toggle
what
camera look.
the big thing about
That is the
pushing a
very
button.
first one, which is the comma.
I think that all changed in the.
Yeah, since I'm using the alternate configuration, mine looks a little bit different. But the very first one for toggling mouse look is the comma.
Doesn't
So
do
there was
anything for me.
already
Where's that
there
at?
was already an option to enable mouse look, which I
don't-
think is pretty funny.
I don't see it. Not doing anything for me.
The very first one under controls.
I don't want to see your rectum up there,
Controls.
Laz.
The comma key on your keyboard. Since I use the alternate configuration, it is the control
Left
comma.
control M.
Oh, what? Oh, that's the different control set.
The default. Is it?
Yeah, left
Yeah, you
control
can
M
lock-
allows you to
change that.
lock that, which drives me freaking nuts.
But yeah, so it's like I like holding down the right mouse button, and so that way I can set my perspective, and I don't have to worry about worrying about where I'm looking.
Yeah, like,
But
I don't want to see
they've
Mr.
decided to
Me off on
completely
my
screw
screen,
that.
and I want to zoom in on Geeks over there doing the belly dance. I want to be able to just target that and look at what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I don't want to see your rectum colon right on all the next shows, right? We got to look at that in our face all the time now.
We're told we're not going to have to, but again, we're waiting for all this to be confirmed and released, so we really can't talk about it too much.
But since this is a public
that's
article,
We know
are
it's coming.
free.
We can't talk about what we know already, but we can talk about what we know, if you understand what I'm saying. We know the recticle is there. Yeah.
Rectum
I
colon.
can't bash it too much because it hasn't been fixed yet. I can only bash, so much. So we got to give the boys and girls down there some time to get this stuff fixed and get us a patch and make a
Give him a
reassessment.
chance. Give him a chance.
Well, you know what? I was, you know me, I'm pretty vocal when it comes to certain things. And people were screaming bloody murder about the initial response to this in the first 24 hours. And it's like, guys, this is what you asked for. This is what you got. You asked for feedback. The feedback came back unanimous that it sucks. Okay? And that it needs, you're pissing off a lot of people. You're pissing off a lot of people's Cheerios. So they said, hey, we understand. We already knew this. We wanted the feedback. We're going to fix it. And now the weekend's gone by. Here we are on Tuesday. And everybody's scratching their head going, WTF, man. When are we going to see something? Because Thursday's fast
There was supposed to be
approaching.
an update.
And, people are starting to wonder. So, with good reason. Everybody knows Thursday's coming. We don't want to go into Thursday. This last release was, of course, one of the buggiest we've had in a long time. And a lot of people can agree on that. But as well, the content that was put in was so extreme that, of course, we were going to have those bugs. I mean, I'd rather have a couple more bugs there being chased down than having a release that's devoid of the content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, did the QA patch server ever?
No, it has not been patched.
Wow.
It has not been patched.
Getting
But
close here. Getting close here.
let's get back to the article.
Okay,
And we have Guthwolf out there
Because
chiming in.
this is where we run into problems. The reason they chose to go with the control screen they have used up to this point was a feeling that the interactive mode was more immersive. I suspect there may have been some unintentional nostalgia around it as well. The bag mode looting and the inventory system does make sense when you interact with the world through that original control scheme. The problem is that when you switch away from that to a more modern system with lists and more intuitive user interfaces, the style really doesn't make as much sense anymore. It also tends to make combat a little more wonky, as the team has found out. In the end, Star says they had to deal with so many edge cases to make it work that they finally realized they were spending cycles fighting the inevitable. It wasn't entirely intentional, but it struck me as infinitely poor timing to make a change of this magnitude months before their final wipe. Changing the way targeting works.
Midnight hour.
Okay. This is where we have a problem with the idea of targeting as it's done right now.
What's the
For
problem?
one, well,
It's massively
I
dysfunctional.
click on you, I target you. I click on Led Zepp, I target Led Zepp.
nothing
And
wrong with
the other scenario, I have to turn all the way around and have my camera facing Led Zepp so I can get a target on him, which is going to be at this kind of angle to get that target centered on his ass.
well this is where I think there's a problem, because your body position should dictate where you're targeting. So if I target Laz,
You had to
then
get up.
in order to, I have to actually face him. Okay, so it's one where, okay, tab targeting should be only what's visible, and then from there you end up, instead of like me targeting Led Zepp, who is now behind me, and so that would mean that the only people I could target are going to be Laz and Gix and Randall. I should not be able to target Carry Death, Scroda, Scrodu, or Crafty Method. But the way,
you know
the way,
what? If
the
I
solution
had
that-
an arrow, if I had a gun, if I had, I could do that, and I could just look to the side and shoot. Okay, I could just turn sideways. I don't have to be facing them to shoot an arrow sideways.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you don't have to be.
well, yeah, I mean, that's where you end up with all kinds of other things. Like, say I have Led Zepp.
You're telling me that I have to be facing this way with an arrow. I can easily turn my body this way or this way. I mean, it's ludicrous. You're telling me I have to be straightforward facing my target in order to target it. That's bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm calling it. It's bullshit.
And it has to be within the reticle.
Rectum call, yeah. And there is no
Yeah, the
targeting,
reticle.
right?
The new targeting system is fucking asinine.
Well,
There's
we got to give them a chance to get the patch out now. Again, we're commenting on something, that
Well, they want
is
it to be
broken.
bad.
We know it.
Yeah,
But it was. I
but
got to agree
we do
with
know
Red
that
in this
combat
article.
does need a serious overhaul.
I got to agree with Red in this article across the board. Bad timing. Not.
Yeah, too late in the game right
Too
now.
late in the game to be making a move like this. This is something that should have been either thought about and done earlier, but doing it at this point in the game when everybody's so... we've been here a year and a half, that I've been here almost, playing rock solid with this system in place, and it works just fine. This is what's made me happy. This is what drew me to the game, is the targeting system the way it is, the movement system the way it is. And if you're going to go to this... what was the word he used? The industry standard?
Okay, so
we would like
this
to
is
know.
where I have a serious issue with
We would
this
like
article.
to know. Go ahead.
And that is going to be the article, the second paragraph underneath the picture of the armor. It's not like there aren't good enough reasons for doing it, though. Right off the bat, it'll make the game far more approachable when it comes to new players. The modal system they're now adopting, where the player hits control or some other button to toggle between modes, is the de facto standard setup these days. And I want to know what the fuck says something is de facto standard in the gaming industry.
Now, if
And
de facto
that is-
standard is using the reticle to target something, that might be so in your standard FPS game, in a Twitch game, in one of those games where you need to have massive amounts of dexterity to do so, but not in a fantasy fantasy RPG role-playing game. I just don't fucking get it. But that's just me. That's just Jack.
Yeah. You know me. You know that every single night you see me playing first-person shooters.
And you get out there and you shoot them up because that's your other enjoyment outside of this game.
Yeah.
I personally tend to stay away from them. I don't have the hand-eye coordination anymore like I used to do. Even then, I was a classic arcade gamer. The consoles, the PC games that did all that never did anything to me. I liked your classic, move around the screen to do this, do that, accomplish this, accomplish that. That's the kind of game I'm looking for. I'm not in this for,
And I'd like the statement of using another system does add to the learning curve of those new to the game. Modal systems have also been done enough time by now that most problems have been sorted out, and that cuts down development time, blah, 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 to make some aspects of the game feel more intuitive. Think of it like pinching a touchscreen to zoom out on a mobile app. That is the most fucked up comparison I have ever seen.
That was just,
Where's my phone at?
That
because pinch to zoom is not intuitive.
No.
That was a learned behavior.
And that is still a learned behavior. Just because you're teaching it to 1-year-olds, doesn't make it intuitive. It just means that you're teaching that learned behavior very early in freaking life.
It's like the same reason, why do we use WASD for our movement?
Why do we still have QWERTY keyboards?
Oh,
Yeah.
QWERTY.
Yeah.
What do you?
Yeah, there's a reason. If it works, don't fix it.
Yeah. There you go.
Moving. Right?
I remember
QWERTY
when,
was actually designed to slow you down, so you couldn't type fast enough to break the keyboard.
You couldn't break. Yeah, back in the day, I understood
the
that.
typewriter.
But
Type too fast, breaking the typewriter.
breaking my immersion.
Click, click, click.
But we are fast running out of time here today, and of course we've got plenty more to cover. We've got more in depth on this article. We got another article out there with Richard massively overpowered. Hopefully we'll be able to get that tomorrow. If Star doesn't get those release notes out to us by showtime tomorrow, we will be covering that. If we get the release notes, of course we will be covering the release notes. So as always, you just never know what we're going to be covering here on NBN until we get there. And then, of course, we will interpret it just the way only we can for you out there. And yes, Kendrick, you get me on that soapbox. And I got to thank Red, man. There's Red Thomas out there for actually doing these, because he breaks it open a little bit towards the end of a release cycle where we can actually comment on it, since he brings it and blows it open for us. So thanks to Red Thomas for that.
Exactly. He brought the door, cracked it open so that we could finish kicking it open.
Yes. Now, Guthwolf, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for the commentary out there. And you're absolutely right there. You should be able to do a 120, 140 degree angle in a targeting system, easily facing. This face on, here's your target and here's your reticle in the middle of your screen is bullshit. I should easily be able to turn without the whole screen turning with me and screwing up my perception and giving me a freaking headache. I mean, that's just me. I don't know about you. That's just me. I'm not one of the guys. But we got to knock out. We got to knock out our calendar. We are running really short on time today.
And today it was me dropping the bombs. Yay!
Yay!
Bombs make Justin happy.
Let's go ahead and knock the calendar out for today. Of course, it is Tuesday, another slow day here in Shroud of the Avatar, especially 2 days before release. Historically, very quiet. I'm actually surprised to see the number of people who've been on this week. But that's really been great to see. Usually it's dead. it's just nice to see people floating around still before releases.
You know what? And
That's
Justin
the
says hi to Matt.
Saying hi to Matt.
You have to get the in there because it's Matt PSH. And congratulations to Matt on your wedding. And welcome back to work. Don't tell him that yet. Don't tell him that yet. He's still getting post-nuptials milkies. He'll soon find out that no longer
Roll the
exists.
dice all the time. Huh?
Yeah, he's going to be rolling the
He's gonna be
dice. and then
rolling
he's
the
gonna-
dice, that's
Oh,
right.
That's why you want the damn emote game.
All right, let's
Okay,
get
so
this calendar knocked out.
Our calendar is brought to us by our friends over at Avatar Circle. Remember, it is a Google Calendar and a community calendar, so if you have a guild alliance, something or some reason to add stuff to the calendar, you can do so. You just need to contact our administrator of the community calendar, who is Kazin Phoenix Fire of the Phoenix Republic. So today is Tuesday, April 26th. All times are New Britannia time, which is Central Standard Time in the real world. And we prefer to live virtually as much as possible. So today at 2, we have the Pax Layer Town Manager Hour, so you can go join Sean Silverfoot and discuss the Pax Layer community or community groups of towns, whatever. So go talk to Sean Silverfoot. He's bored. He needs something to do. At 6 o'clock, you can listen to Dr. DJ Selly on Avatar's Radio, where he listens to some guitar rock from the 70s and 80s. At 7 o'clock, if you're looking for some PvE, you can join the Every Virtue is Lasting Guild with their Monster Mash Dungeon Crawl. That's going to start in Owl's Head, right across from the skills trainer. So just meet them there and then say, hey, can I get a group? And they'll add you. And then after that, we end up with the last event of the evening, which is DJ Lady Addie for some 80s and more on Avatar's Radio. And that is the community calendar in Shroud of the Avatar
That is right.
for Tuesday, April 26th.
Now we got some great events coming up tomorrow. We'll tell you all about that when we get there and do the calendar tomorrow. We want to go ahead and just thank our sponsors here real quick today because we are short on time. Thank you to Ben out at Relics by Rild, relicsbyrild.com. Get all your licensed Shroud of the Avatar swag, everything from t-shirts to hats to patches and more. Check out relicsbyrild.com. Check out sodamap.com for all your travel needs. Jacob White put together a great little resource out there. You'll never get lost with sodamap.com. Sodamap.com is truth. Of course, our friends over at sodataming.com and sodacraft.com for all your taming and crafting needs. These guys have done all the hard work for you, so you don't have to. So go check them out. And of course, our good friends over at Shroud Marketplace, the place for all your virtual needs. Jack, you want to go ahead and tell the folks about that real quick? And then go ahead and take us
No, I
on
don't.
out.
No idea what you're talking about. Shroud Marketplace is a place to buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. That includes Bunny Rabbits or Scrota's music service thing, where you can get Scrota to play music for an hour. Everything you want.
Anything you want.
Everything.
And
Scrota
everything.
make you holla.
Yeah, for $1. Not even the $10. $1, he will do everything you want. If you're looking for an in-game wedding, you can have an officiant by the name of Lazarus Long, who is a leader of the Britannian Empire. And that service is there on shroudmarketplace.com as weddings and more by Laz.
Weddings and
He even
more.
has a
That's
player-owned
right.
town just for weddings. Yay.
We've got you covered.
Yeah.
Marry the new
So-
follower.
And thank you to
So if you
our
have-
latest follower,
Yeah.
25
If you do,
works.
ooh, why? Thank you. If you do have anything that you want to sell, or if you want to buy things, remember go to shroudmarketplace.com for your Shroud of the Avatar goods.
Jack's junk.
And remember, Jack's Junk is my vendor in Owl's Head.
There should be a liquidation sale since it's close to wipe.
Jack's liquidation sale. And of course, we got to thank everybody out there. We are very tight on time, so we're going to wrap it up here for today's show. I want to thank everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for listening. We'll be bringing you more information tomorrow. We hope to have Starlong's release notes for everybody tomorrow, so we can go over what is actually going to be making it in on Thursday. Thursday.
Yeah, quit saying it correctly.
Sorry.
The rectum comes in.
It was voice lessons.
Wait, hold on. I do have some text from Justin. She says that anybody that wins on the Hangout of the Avatar must have sucked Lum's dick, because she has yet to be chosen for that. So if she's going to go ballistic and she's not going to show her cleavage anymore at the Portalarium offices if she doesn't win anything.
You better be careful on the beer delivery down there tomorrow, my friend. Anyway,
Lum doesn't drink beer.
It doesn't matter. Lum's in the office down here. Yeah, I haven't won anything out of that either. I'm in all of them.
Okay, so she's asking for some more randomness, because there are some people that have won the last 3 hangouts in a row without mentioning names.
But anyway, we got to get out of here. Running way over time here today. Want to thank everybody out there for listening. Want to thank everybody for watching. Want to thank everybody in chat. We got a whole bunch of people out there. We got Stella. We got Kendrick. We got Kush Lady. We got all sorts of people. And we got to thank our newest follower, 25. I don't know how to pronounce the rest of that, but thank you. Guthwolf, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us, chat. We appreciate it. Of course, we're going to get out of here. I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
This is Scroda.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned, NBNN, for more news, sports, updates, anything else we can think of here in Shroud of the Avatar, and of course, the latest happening straight to you from down at the offices of Portalarium. Stay tuned for more on NBNN. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest news here in Shroud of the Avatar. Thanks for watching, everybody. I love this show.
Bye-bye. I'm waiting for Justin to call me an asshole for saying that on the air.
Any pre-wipe sales
She
in
was-
Jack's junk.
I might need to put special some in nut butter.
I have nut butter up my butt.
Go see
Up your butt.
Go see my pet. His tongue's waiting.